Well, hello everybody. I don't know if you can see me on that other little camera down there that I've got set up. Not easy to get just the right position on it. The bracket kind of is sitting right next to, you can probably see it from the other camera if I show you, the bracket there sitting right next to the brake reservoir, so I can't move it a great deal. I'll have to come up with a little better deal than that, I think, because you probably can't see my head unless I sit right back here, can you? I don't know. We will find out when I have a look. So, just leaving Rivington Barn and on my way home now. It's a Sunday and I've had a pretty good little runabout today. I have to say that I did remember, let's let these guys past here. I did remember the roads over to Rivington aren't that exciting really. I must have come out of the back exit. There's the barn entrance. There's a lower barn and upper barn, kind of near to Bolton and Preston sort of area, and it's worth a visit if you haven't been. It's a nice little place. You always get chatting to somebody there. It's a little bit different to, for those of you who go to Squire's Biker Cafe. I've always felt over the years that Squire's is a little bit more cliquey, let's say. And, you know, a bit of trouble here and there. Always a few people wanting to cause a bit of trouble, it seems. Certainly I've found out. And it never used to be like that there, you know. I've been going there for, what, must be about 18 years I think now, and it never used to be like it is now at Squire's, but it is a bit like that. And when you come over to Rivington Barn, thankfully, it's different. It's a bit more like it used to be with the biker community. So yeah, I've been to Rivington Barn and heading home now. Certainly was a bit more sunny earlier, starting to just cool off a little bit, which is not bad because it did get a bit warm actually. And when I got to Rivington, it was pretty hot, that sunshine with the leathers on. But a great weekend, fantastic couple of fantastic weekends. Bloody hell, he was completely squidding it on that little Grom, wasn't he? So yeah, I don't know if this camera actually sees anything, or you just see my upper torso with the other camera pointing back at that camera, pointing back at that camera, pointing back at that camera, and so on. I don't know. I've no idea, because I've not actually tried this out before on this bike. If I sit back a bit, is that better if I go like this? Hello, can you see me? Can you see me down there? Anyway, who wants to see me? Don't answer. So yeah, road conditions. I was going to talk a little bit about road conditions. You know, cutting edge and exciting stuff here on this channel. Road conditions are a little bit rough at the moment, and I have to say that having ridden around Yorkshire for the last couple of weekends pretty much, the road conditions in Yorkshire aren't that hot, but in comparison to over here in Lancashire, and I don't want to start a War of the Roses all over again in the biking community, but the road conditions, hang on a minute, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pull over just 1 second, because I need to adjust my thingy-me-bob, because oh yeah, that'll do. So yeah, no doubt the roads back are also going to be shitty. And what I mean by shitty is the condition of them, but also the fact that from where I live over in Yorkshire, apart from sort of contriving quite a long-winded route that adds in about an hour or so to the journey, it already takes about an hour and 40 minutes if you take the back roads to Rivington Barn. But if you try and find a more interesting route, you sort of add another hour into it. I mean, literally can be over 2.5 hours to get there, because you're having to sort of go all the way up and across and then back down again, so as to avoid motorways. I mean, if you go on the motorway, you can kind of be there in best part of an hour, but who wants to go on motorways on a motorbike? Not many of us, do we? Bloody hell, this cyclist's been pumping it in. Covered some distance. So for the people who still watch my YouTube channel, I just wonder what you guys have been up to. You're all very quiet nowadays. I'm not so sure actually whether some of the original subscribers, I know one or two of them watch because I get a few comments here and there, but I'm not so sure whether the original subscribers actually watch my channel anymore. How dare you! How dare you not watch my channel? Well, you do your best, don't you? That's all you can in life, is do your bloody best. And if nobody loves you, then so be it. I have to say that I don't really get a lot of time to watch YouTube myself really nowadays. I'm either out on the bike when it's sunny, or I have a list of about 150 jobs that I need to do around the house, or I'm thinking about what I'm going to do in my retirement, because I'm planning for that too, whether I set up this business or not. And outside of that, yeah, of course I'm working, aren't I? You know, the old work thing, you have to do it. But today I thought, rather than going east or north, which seems to be really the two best kind of routes, I've got to say the Peak District has been screwed up, for motorbikers at least, with all these 50-mile-an-hour things going on. And whether you agree with them or not, and whether you agree with bikers or not, they do bring a certain amount of trade to these little villages and stuff like you've got kicking around. Just watch out for him. Not many head nods over here, but it is still one lovely day, and it's a shame you can't see into the distance like I can. You can see Manchester down there in the sunshine, in the hazy sunshine. The big sprawling city of Manchester way over there. But actually from here on a very clear day you can see for miles and miles, but you can see a good 25-30 miles from here easily on a good clear day. It's a bit hazy today. Yesterday was a good clear day, and for whatever reason travelling west today, sunshine was supposed to be pretty even across the north according to the weather forecast, but it certainly was sunnier on my end of the north than this end. And yesterday I found that when I went over to the east coast, the temperature when I got there was 12 degrees, and it was nearly 20 degrees inland when I set off. So I certainly felt I'd kind of dressed with just one top on and my leather jacket like I am today, and it's perfectly fine today. But when I got down to those cooler temperatures, it certainly felt a bit chilly until I got back inland again, and then it was like over 20 degrees again. So though it was later, it still held the temperature inland but not on the coast.